Welcome to One Foot on the Ground. This is Johnny.
And this is Ashley.
And today we are watching Vibes.
We have a special guest over
1988.
Did we mention it? Well, I thought it was 87. 88. We had this argument, didn't we? In our original episode?
We'll get to you.
Oh my god. We have a guest with us today.
Yeah, we'll get to her. No.
Also, let's just update our listeners, if we have any anymore.
They're there.
We have had a hiatus, which is very obvious since there's been no episodes.
There haven't been episodes.
What was our last one? White Christmas?
Mm-hmm. White Christmas.
What a good one to end on. I actually wondered if we were going to do any more.
Why? What? I said it and I meant it.
Oh, I don't know. I got used to watching Ugly Betty. So, I figured that's what I was going to do for the rest of my life.
You and Vanessa Hudgens. You're just writing it out. Wait, no.
Who's Vanessa Hudgens?
No.
How embarrassing.
Is she a dancer?
It's America Ferrera who does like the
I know America Ferrera. I'm talking about Vanessa
Williams.
The
Comfort Zone. Hello. It's one of my favorite albums of all time.
And Vanessa Hudgens dances.
I love
High
Vanessa
School
Williams.
Musical, sure.
I don't know who that is.
And you know what? T Swift danced in Cats.
Was it her or a body double?
Was it originally in black and white?
Cats?
No.
Or Vibes?
Sorry.
Oh, it's so old that it was in black and white.
All the pictures are in black
color
and white.
restoration.
Those are promo photos or whatever. Those are lobby cards.
Those are like BTS's.
Oh,
behind the scenes.
I hate when people put that as a abbreviation because I have no
you're
idea
thinking
what
BST?
it is.
Wait, BSB.
I don't know, BTS.
Backstreet Boys.
I feel like it's some kind of BDSM thing or something. I don't know. I'm like,
it's that too,
what are they
John.
talking about?
It's behind the scenes with BDSM.
In fact, Vanessa
and
Williams literally just posted a photo on her Instagram that said BTS, like, blah, 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 something. And I was like, what the hell does BTS mean? It took me forever to figure it out.
I always think it's the K-pop band that people are referencing.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know K-pop, but I know BTS.
What does... Is that their acronym?
That's their name, is BTS.
It's not an acronym. It's
no,
an initialism. Bitch, don't even.
Tell me what the difference is.
An acronym... Wait a minute.
The letters stand for something?
Hold on. I looked this up a lot.
Hello.
What? Is somebody calling me?
It was me.
Oh. Nobody ever calls me. What was I saying? I completely lost it.
BTS.
Oh, initialism.
Acronyms
So
and
an initialism is like BTS. Is that the right initials?
I think it's just their name. I don't think it stands for
No.
anything.
I meant like for behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
But like an acronym. Am I saying that right?
No,
is that
you're
what it's
not.
called?
It's acronym.
You're saying it backwards. An acronym is like BTS behind the scenes. That's an acronym.
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm telling you.
I ain't Googling nothing because I know I'm right.
I'm right. Okay, no. An initialism is what you're saying. Like a BTS, behind the scenes. That's an initialism. So anytime anybody says, oh, it's an acronym for blah, blah, it's not. An acronym is if it forms a word. So like Epcot, which was an initialism, but then it became a word. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So like
NASA.
DNA.
NASA is also
A what?
an acronym.
There we go.
But an initialism would be the ones that everybody's using these days. Like for BTS or Flashback Friday, FTF.
I'm going to tell you right now, John is correct. But you know what John is incorrect about?
What?
Vibes coming out in 1987.
Okay, fine, whatever. So, listeners. So we've been gone.
Mm-hmm.
We're coming back.
Here we are.
Here we are. And
Stronger
we're
and better than ever.
Stronger and better than ever. And we are switching up how we're going to do our episodes.
Yeah.
So
Having an experiment.
we're experimenting, doing a little bibbity bobbity boo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of fairy godmothers.
They're all over the place. It's
Speaking
ridiculous.
of, today we'll be featuring Karina. Karina's back.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll remember her from
I
the
just threw
Cloverfield
up- I
episodes.
just threw
Yeah,
up
nobody
peace
can see
signs,
you.
but nobody can see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Karina felt very awkward with her introduction, so she threw up gang signs.
I feel very threatened. So anyway, so we're switching up the thing. We're not going to necessarily watch the film. It's not going to be in the background anymore.
Well, we will have had watched
We
it.
will have had watched the film, hopefully.
We're not going to do a commentary track, so
and
to speak.
Ashley is writing down what she calls beats. She's dropping those beats.
I hate that we are still on that. But yes, I've got the beats.
So she's got the
She
beats.
got the beats.
So she'll kind of walk us through the movie and we can talk about it. Because I can't do that. I'm not good at that at all.
What,
if
you
it were
won't
up
do it
to
for
me,
your
this is
movies?
why we watch the movies because I don't know how to talk about them
Yeah.
like you do.
But
I
sometimes
forget,
Wait a
too.
minute, what do you talk? What? How am I saying that? I don't know how to. Like, if somebody asks me what is that movie about, I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
John
a
trying to
lady
explain
that
to
goes
me.
across the street and gets some baguettes. I don't know.
I'm the same way, though.
Oh, I've seen that one.
I love that film. It's French.
I'm the same way, though. Once I, see something or read something, once it's done, it's out of my head. I couldn't
Well, that
find
and
it.
this, I was telling her earlier, and I was saving this for right now. I don't remember anything about this movie. I love it. I've seen it many times, but it goes out of my head immediately. I have no.
Many times.
And this is why many times. And this is why I think it's. Wait a minute, where I was going somewhere with that. Oh, I was gonna say that might be why this film is not popular. Like, people didn't like it when it came out.
What? Hold on.
Yeah, where's your stats, lady?
They're
I'm
in
telling
my
you,
other
nobody
book.
liked this
I think
movie.
I left them in the car.
This was
I think I left them in the
poorly received,
I can see why.
and my mom hated it. I remember that.
Because she's smart.
In fact, she didn't want, because I wanted to see it. She's like, "You don't need to see that crap." I was like, "Oh wow."
What? Why?
She thought it was bad. I don't know.
Well, she's not wrong.
All right. First of all, Vibes is so good.
Well, now
So good is a little much. Okay.
I was going to say,
All right.
and I was saving all this for this podcast, because I'm leaning towards agreeing with our guest, but I think that
I can see where people would be like, "Oh, it's so bad that it's good."
that's where
I see that.
I think that's.
But objectively, it's a bad movie.
Because we were sitting here watching the last part of it because, she fell asleep. And which is a thing you do. During
Can
this
I just
movie.
say there's a 5% on Rotten Tomatoes for this movie?
Those people don't know anything. Is that where you get your facts?
Where's
No.
your facts? You still
No.
haven't backed them up.
The rating,
the-
61% for audience. So there you go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, audiences really like it. The critics don't like it.
Critics
Oh.
hated it.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, it's a little. Well, you want to get into
Let's
it?
get into it. Let's get into
it.
Let's talk about the movie.
So-
Give me your beats.
Give
me that beat.
I'm gonna give you a
Got
beat,
them.
all
That's
right.
a Janet Jackson reference, by the way.
Yes, it
Who's a
was.
dancer?
You know who else is a dancer? Who's a
Demi
kid should be-
Lovato. I don't know.
Love her.
I was
Is
gonna
she a
say
dancer?
Paula
I'm sure she
Abdul.
dances.
Paula Abdul did
Adam
the
Shankman.
choreography for Janet Jackson's Control album.
She also famously danced with a cartoon cat.
She also choreographed the Cuba Gooding Jr. touchdown dance in that horrible movie Jerry Maguire.
And she also did another thing that I am blanking on.
Paula Abdul has done a lot of things.
She has.
Many things.
Oh wait,
anyway,
no, maybe Paula Abdul was doing the thing I'm blanking on.
who knows?
Anyway,
so
unrelated, I
oh.
bought this game that's movie trivia that you guys would love. Just saying.
Nobody
I've always
tuned
said-
in for that
I
fact.
have always said that we should have a trivia segment on this podcast because
I have it in my
I
car.
have.
John's never brought this up to me.
I have it in my car, and it
What?
comes in a Blockbuster, VHS
Oh, I've seen
case.
that. Yeah, I saw that at Target.
It's so fun.
But
You
I
guys would be
have,
really good
I
at it.
have, not only do I have every Trivial Pursuit ever made, but I also have movie trivia games that are not Trivial Pursuit.
I have movie trivia games.
I love movies.
I have
trivia.
mostly SNL trivia games.
That's too hard.
Is it? Not if you've
I
watched
have-
all
I have
45
that
seasons.
Trivial Pursuit, but I don't know. I could never play it because I would never win. Actually, I don't think I ever win Trivial Pursuit anyway. I just
It's
like
hard.
playing it. Well, the old school ones are hard. The
So they were
newfangled
like-
ones are a little dumber because nobody could ever play the game.
I have the 90s one, I think.
The one on the tin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Vibe stars.
Sorry.
Oh, yes. Okay, so let's talk about
Jeff
Vibes.
Goldblum.
Oh, really? He's in this? No,
Oh.
just
Is
kidding, I
it
knew that.
post The Fly?
No,
Is it
we
pre-fly?
talked about this.
When is the fly?
Shit.
What?
Maybe it was post.
I said when. I know what the fly is.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Oh, when his teeth, when
You-
his teeth come out. Oh God. It
Oh,
freaks me out. I
what
hate
is
that.
it? Brundlefly? Is it?
Speaking of the fly,
Uh-huh.
in that game, it was there's a part where you have to go back and forth against the other team, and you have to name. There's like a subject, and you have to name a movie from that subject. And there was one with monsters in it, and I used the fly as my answer because I was running out of
Not the thing.
movies. No, somebody else said that.
Swamp Thing.
No, that's just a thing.
Oh, we're not doing
Werewolf.
it. So, so the fly was. I don't remember. We've looked it up. We
86.
So
So
it
it's
was
after.
after The Fly, yeah. So Jeff
Post-Fly.
Goldblum was like a hot commodity because
He was hot.
yeah,
He's
that's what
still
people
kind of
ca-
hot.
Yeah, you don't think he's just like a weirdo?
Yes.
No.
Like he's like an eccentric man.
Well, of
Like,
course.
he seems-
That's what I love about
Like
him.
I think it has everything to do with the hands.
His show on Disney.
I like
Disney
it.
Plus, I love it. I love it.
Have you seen it?
What show?
The
Jeff
World
Goldblum
According
ex-
to Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah,
It's on Disney?
Disney Plus.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
Well,
I haven't even seen The Mandalorian yet.
Oh my God, I love it.
do you just like not understand the Baby Yoda memes then?
No, I get it.
But do you?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, because now it's ruined for you. But
Okay.
when I first watched the first episode of that, I almost died
When you
when
saw
I
Baby
saw
Yoda?
Baby Yoda. I was like, I was so excited. And then I wanted more. I was like, I need more episodes now.
All I've seen was Encore
Oh, that's so good.
and the High School Musical show.
Oh, okay.
I've
I've
Yeah, I
also
didn't watch those.
rewatched Xenon.
Of course, girl of the 21st century.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to watch Brink.
I've watched a bunch of things on there, but I can't think of any of them.
I've mostly just watched The Simpsons
I watch a lot of shorts, because I love the shorts.
and the shorts. Shorts are
Like
pretty good.
the old, like silly symphonies and shit
Alright,
like that.
So,
But the
you ready?
Goofy, they don't have my favorite Goofy episode. Anyway, keep going. What?
You're gonna have to a lot of editing in this.
John's not gonna edit
Oh
this.
God.
I
posting it raw.
might actually. That was part of the deal with this new format.
Oh,
so
that's true. That's true.
now I'm gonna have to work.
And all right, so Jeff Goldblum, hot off of The Fly,
Hot
before
off the
Jurassic Park,
presses.
before the JP, and
Before that open shirt thing. His shirt was a little open at the end of
his
this.
shirt was very off in The Fly.
Oh, you're right. Was he naked in that?
He was shirtless
Wasn't he naked?
and
Didn't he
like
have to go into
and
the thing
like
naked?
and like gooey. Yeah.
Yeah, he had to get in there naked.
Yeah, otherwise-
Ooh,
otherwise he'd be
girl.
like-
we should watch that movie instead.
We can watch the next. You suck, Karina. You suck. All right, and then we have Cyndi Lauper in her theatrical debut.
God.
Now this is hot off of Madonna being in films, and I feel like Cindy was trying to get her groove on in the movies,
Yeah, and she has been in a
And-
lot of TV shows ever since.
and she
always
probably
plays-
really loved making that Goonies music video.
She's
She's like, I love
good
this.
enough
For you, it's good enough. For me, it's good enough.
Come on, Karina, where are you?
Oh, I don't know that song.
Did you
What?
not see the Goonies? Are you
I think so.
legitimately not a fan of Cyndi Lauper?
Okay, have you ever watched anything?
Yeah.
Oh wait, you did watch what was that movie?
Was it The Fly?
Cloverfield.
Oh, Cloverfield, because that movie's good.
We still haven't done the other ones.
like 10 Cloverfield Lane,
Yeah,
which is the best
So
in the
good.
series.
So good.
That was very good. I
That was
love
the
that
best
one.
movie of that year.
I liked the other one too. What was that other one? The
Paradox?
Yeah, I like that one.
I like Paradox too. A lot of people hated that, but
I thought it was
But
Let's
that's
not get
because they
into
don't
this.
get it.
They don't get
We'll get into that when we do that.
Yeah.
So anyway, so Cyndi Lauper, Jeff Goldblum, we got Peter Falk is in there.
Mm-hmm. Julian Sands.
I never remember his name, but I know his face.
He was in. He was the Warlock.
I feel like he was naked in something.
Oh, definitely. I don't
In,
know what, but
Yeah, I feel like
definitely
I've seen
naked
his
and
penis.
stuff. Yeah. Warlock?
No, I think it was one of those Merchant Ivory movies, like A Room with a View. I think maybe, where all the men were naked dancing around that lake. Oh my god, it was awesome. I don't have it on Blu-ray anymore.
Have you seen Bronson?
No, I keep telling him to
Keep
watch
telling
Bronson.
him to.
Yeah, I
and-
think a lot of people tell me that.
Because you
Tom
see Tom
Hardy?
Hardy's dick
Yeah.
Yeah.
multiple times.
And he's
I like
also
the dick.
aggressively telling his cellmate to cover him in Vaseline or like oil.
Why
or
doesn't
something.
anybody ask
He's like
me to do
stripped
that?
naked and he is like, wipe it all over, wipe it, just like slapping himself because he wants to be slick because he's about to fight a whole prison of people.
I'm gonna watch that.
It was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is.
It might be on Amazon
I'll
Prime
figure it
now.
out.
It like rotates.
Making the rotation.
Yeah. And then I guess the only other person of note is Googie Grass.
Good
that
for
a
you.
no?
Consume tight.
I don't remember what his name is. It's like Gregory or like he's
who cares?
he's the other psychic that wasn't like
Gregorovich?
good enough for
For
you.
you. Good enough. Okay.
Yeah.
Good lord, we're never gonna get through this. Just like the last time. Oh,
All
we
right,
never explained
the
that we're
movie-
redoing Vibes
Yeah.
as like an anniversary of our.
Oh, it's the anniversary of our podcast. We did our podcast in January about a year ago. FYI, yeah.
Yeah, about a year.
Yeah, so we decided as an anniversary edition we would do Vibes.
Which Cinderella was our first episode technically, but that was a good episode. So we're redoing Vibes.
that was our
'cause it was a
first
bad
published episode, yeah, Cinderella.
Yeah.
But Vibes was like our second or third published episode, and it was like terrible.
Terrible.
But we loved recording it the first time, and so we decided that if we did it again, we would probably need a third party to talk at. Because the second
Yeah.
time we had no new information to give one another.
We don't.
so
we
just,
still
like,
don't have
sat
any.
silent.
I don't have any information. It's all a
Gross.
blank.
Yeah. So
Anyway, so
good
what
thing Karina's
happens?
here.
Keep going. Come on.
With the movie?
Yeah,
like with the first
we
beat.
open with
Give
the pan
me
flute.
your beat.
We got the
please.
we got the pan flute. We got the opening titles.
We got some mountains that are not in China. They are in Ecuador.
Well, there's a hole in my heart
But it's going through Ecuador.
through Ecuador.
To China.
it's
We just
going
gotta
to
make a
get
pit
to
stop,
China. Yeah.
We meet these explorers, and like Juan's chanting some stuff, and he's talking about like locals and like whatever.
Local lore. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Well, he's like. He's like chanting something. He touches this pyramid of light, and he is absorbed into it.
Oh yeah. I
And then
remember
we
that.
cut to New York.
New York, 1988. The scene of institution.
Yeah, and
something.
Julian Sands, or not Julian Sands.
Yeah.
It's the other guy, Googie Grass,
Oh.
is outside, and they're like doing like the card trick thing, and he's like, "Oh, it's that one." And the other guy's like, "How'd you do that?" And then he goes into the psychic building because he's studying for psychics,
Oh.
and that's where we meet Piquel and Deezy.
Piquel and Daisy?
Nick
Deezy?
Deezy and Sylvia Piquel, right? And they're-
Oh, Piquel, not pickle.
Pickle. Yeah.
yeah,
okay,
it's not
yeah.
pickle; it's pronounced Piquel.
Yeah.
I
And
remember that now.
yeah, we-
It's starting to. It's
coming back to you.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they. This is not a musical episode.
I
This is
swear it
coming
is.
more and more and more.
It'd be much
musical.
more exciting.
Yeah. So, it's the Department of Paranormal Studies, as in any '80s movie.
I feel like that's something that happens in every single 80s.
Yeah, and they
movie.
had the '80s cards test where like the guy they're folding up the cards and he's like, "It's a star. It's 3 lines
My
with a
favorite
squiggly."
part of it though is
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum, because he
When he's touching the knives.
he has to touch something to get a reading off of it and like the history of the item. So, and they give him a knife that like a horrible murder happened with. He's like, you knew that I was going to do that.
Yeah. He was like, you knew I was going to see that. A woman stabbed her husband 9, 10 times
Well,
in
and
the
he
back.
feels it or something, right?
Yeah,
Like he can
it's
relive
something.
the
Yeah.
emotional content of the thing. So he's
Yeah,
like,
he's like traumatized, and he puts his hands on the table, and he's like, people have had sex here.
oh,
And
it's
you got
great.
the vibes that it was the doctors that were.
Well, yeah, because they gave each other a knowing
Yeah.
look, and they're like, "Ugh,
You got the
ugh."
Oh yeah,
Yeah, but they
the
were
vibes.
like
Mhm.
also kind of hot, right? It was like
Hell
a weird
yeah.
thing between them.
Shove those papers off that desk.
Why
Get your
that
groove
specific
on.
desk, like in the middle of that whole like area?
That was where obviously their area of focus were the knives.
Oh, God.
They gave them knives from different delis that are like dirty, and then murders. Solved murders though.
Then you get to Piquel, and what is she doing? She's over there ranting and raving about something.
She honestly, I just wrote Piquel medium trans.
There you go.
She's a trans medium.
Trans.
She doesn't.
What?
She was just being asked questions, and she was just answering them. She was talking to people
Oh,
about
but
like
she-
their
No,
stuff.
he
She has-
the scientist guy drew a picture. She drew a picture the day before.
Oh, the elephants.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh.
He was like, "When did you decide to draw this?" And he was like, "Just now. It just came out of my head." And she was like, "Yeah, Piquel."
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we have all the mediums like
Eating
sitting at
lunch,
a
yeah.
dinner or a lunch table, and they're discussing their stuff as though
And then
this
she
is the
just
first
looks
time
like
they've
a
met.
crazy person
Because she's talking
started
to-
to herself.
Yeah, talking to Louise, her spirit guide. And then a guy comes up, Julian Sands, I believe, and he is like, all right, we're going to keep like 2 of you on, 2 that are like the strongest, and that's Piquel and DZ. And Googie Grass is upset because he thought he was pretty great. You know, he was kind of like showing off. He was the one who was
Who
like,
is Googie Gress? You're freaking me out with this.
Ingo,
I don't care about the
Sweden?
actor. He's the guy with the bad accent.
Yes.
Googie Gress is his name. Ingo is the character.
That's
name.
another thing. I'm bad with names. So I know Jeff Goldblum and Cyndi Lauper.
Right. So Nick Deasy is Jeff
Don't know what their
Goldblum.
characters' names
Sylvia
are.
Piquel is Cyndi Lauper. Ingo Sweden or Swedlund
Who
is
cares?
he's the Swedish dude who's
Unless
like
you're listening,
Mama.
we totally care.
Ah.
Do you think he listens? He's like, my one movie that I was.
He's another thing.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Who Googie?
God, he hates me now. Cut it out, John.
I think Googie's mostly.
Edit that part out. Anyway, so what?
Yeah.
So then they go on a journey, right?
Well, kind of. They kind of break away. Piquel tells DZ that he's going to have like what does she offer herself to him? And then he's like, "Oh, I have a girlfriend," and she's like, "Oh yeah, you know she's cheating on you or
Yeah.
like whatever. You're gonna break up." And he was like, "Harry, I would never do that." And then, you know, she kind of does. And then she goes off and meets up with Steve Buscemi at the
At
track.
the racetracks to
Yeah.
get the monies.
Because, you know, he's changed this time, and he hasn't.
Now, is he a boyfriend?
He kind of.
X, I think.
Ex-boyfriend? Or...
Yeah, and he just needs the help of Louise.
Because she's
to
bad
know
with
which
men.
horse to...
Which is
Yeah.
funny that she has a medium spirit guide lady person that can't tell her, hey, this guy's a piece of
She
shit.
did. Louise did tell her.
Yeah, and she even says, you've exploited, or you've embarrassed me in front of Louise again. Like, she needs any more, like, ammunition.
But that's what I'm saying. Louise should have been like, don't even go there, bitch.
She did.
Oh. Okay, well, she just doesn't listen.
Yeah, she was just
Yeah.
like, I'm lonely. Come on, Louise. Help a sister out.
I mean,
Yeah,
you know what? This is
yeah, that's exactly
modern
what she
days,
says.
modern times. That girl would just be on Tinder and she'd be swiping to get some booty. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. But she didn't have
Absolutely.
Tinder, so she
That's
just
the-
kept
I
hooking
mean,
up
this is
with
the
these
80s,
deadbeats.
so you gotta actually go out and meet
Yeah,
people.
it's not even
and-
online dating.
Oh,
Chat
God.
rooms.
Yeah, no,
No,
she's
there
got to go
wasn't
to
even
like
that, yeah.
bars. And,
Oh,
and
God.
obviously,
How
racetracks.
did the human race survive without?
How is it still surviving?
Seriously. Well, we know why it's surviving because people keep fucking.
Well,
And
yeah.
Not,
And imagine people like Piquel.
everybody
Burning
wrap it
down
up.
with
Wrap
all
it
the
up. Put a
Buscemis.
condom on. Get a what is it? A diaphragm?
Sure, that too.
Don't
that a
be
thing?
silly. Wrap your willy.
I don't know
Diaphragms
about
are a
the
thing,
lady
but I don't
bits.
think that they are as.
That is a lady thing to
Yeah.
prevent
So
So
pregnancy.
you put spermicide in it and you just shove it inside yourself.
That is horrifying.
It's not as effective as a condom.
I feel
No.
like men
Or birth
are
control.
disgusting. Men, you're disgusting.
It's supposed to. It's like a little bowl that you like put inside, and then there's like spermicide in it to kill the sperm
I
as
feel
it touches
nauseous.
it.
Okay, so anyway, so Cyndi Lauper wants the booty.
Yeah, doesn't get the booty. Goes home to find Peter Falk in her apartment.
Now,
And-
we did meet
This is Harry, right?
Yes.
Harry Belafonte.
No, not Harry Belafonte. Harry Buscafusco.
Oh yeah, the dumb name.
Buscafusco?
Buscapusco.
Yeah, and he's just
I'm
like,
sorry if you have that last name.
he's just eating food in her
Person that's
home.
offended out there.
I can't believe it. Maybe we'd get a hateful comment on our Instagram
It's
for
still,
once.
It's still engagement.
What?
Yeah, exactly. You can hate me. That's fine.
Hate comments are still engagement.
Mm-hmm.
Hate speech is still attention
You mean
or something. I don't know. Whatever. Keep going.
bad publicity is
Oh, there
no
you go.
publicity is bad
No
publicity?
publicity is bad publicity. Wait a minute. Did I say that correctly?
No.
Oh. I got excited.
So this dude is up in Sylvia's apartment, just eating her food all willy nilly, and so she has a shotgun and she holds it to him, and he's like, "But I want to offer you $50,000." And so
Did he show her the money?
I think it's in a briefcase, right?
Show me the money.
He needs her help in Ecuador to find a place where his partner had died, but he tells her
It's his son.
his son. He lost his son. He needs her to help him find him. And homegirl tries to recruit
This is
the
what I
other
understand.
best in class,
Because
Nikki D.
we talked about this in the last time we did this. Shouldn't it have been obvious to these mediums that this was not his son?
Didn't Louise think it was there was something suspicious about it? And then,
And Jeffy,
mm-hmm,
wouldn't he have known because of the
Jeffy
history
G.
of the sweater or whatever he had?
he did know because of the history of the sweater, but after they were in Ecuador.
Oh,
here's-
they didn't give it to him until then?
No, Piquel approaches him at the museum where he's being exploited by his peers,
Yeah.
and they're like making him touch things like he's like a monkey.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do the trick, and he
That's so
loved his
rude.
job up until that moment.
It was
Yeah.
really rude.
Yeah, I agree. And he was like, you know what? I'm gonna quit because it's after he found out that Harriet slept with somebody else by holding her underpants.
Harriet Belafonte?
Is that her name? I don't know.
I don't think it's Harriet.
I just
I
wrote.
was just making a
I just
joke.
wrote
You
Nick
guys got
GF.
serious about it. I was like,
No, I just wrote Nick GF cheats. Piquel predicts. But yeah, and it's the
Was that your
same.
beat?
It's the same underpants that she
Whoa,
wore
whoa.
when she was having sex with the other dude. You know he's got that power. You wanted to get caught.
Can he still?
Oh, the
I think
girlfriend.
you can still feel.
I
like
thought you
if
meant
it's
Cyndi
washed.
Lauper. I was so confused.
Because the knives weren't like there wasn't blood on the knife when he was touching the murder weapon.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think he can touch it even if it's washed. He gets it.
Well, no, but they were still discard them. Discard
Okay.
all clothing.
I was like,
If you're gonna have an affair, you're gonna have to go through that wardrobe because he is a psychometrist.
is that what it's called?
That's what I wrote, so I hope.
I don't know.
Psychometry.
Anyway,
Anyway, they go to Ecuador. They decide together that he's finally detached from. He's going through a life change. He's gonna go to Ecuador.
like me.
Just like you. That's how John went to Ecuador.
I wish.
What's wrong, Karina?
It was like you're holding a rant just now. You're slurred words. I'm like, what is she saying?
Do I need to enunciate better for you?
Yes.
And then they went.
My boy
the
Deezy and my girl
Bahamas.
Piquel. Follow Mr. Busca Fusco. Damn it. They follow Harry to
I
Ecuador.
don't know why you're going on last name basis with these people.
I'm not even on a first name basis.
They go to Ecuador for $50,000.
Right.
And they
Well-
get up in there.
But nobody actually checked to see if they had the money, right?
I thought that he showed her
I
a
feel like they
suitcase.
never showed the
I
money.
don't remember seeing the money either, but
Because
be
I
fair,
feel like when they
I
got
was
there,
already over this movie by now.
Before they got to Ecuador?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was excited for them to go to Ecuador.
No,
I thought
see-
they were going to go to China, but they went to Ecuador.
well, because of the song.
Yes.
But
100%. I'm like, when do they get to China? The whole time.
now I was gonna say like, and I kind of brought this up earlier. I kind of do agree with our guest here because, in retrospect, this is not a very good movie.
No. And it's also problematic
Yeah.
as far as Sylvia Piquel goes.
I mean, just the
Yeah.
the little part that we watched, I kept thinking, what the fuck? These people are dumb,
Yeah.
for one thing.
I think
And it's just- there's
the
too
writing
much-
really got
It's
me,
not
and
just the
then-
writing because
And then their acting. It's not good.
You're
the
telling me that
direction of
Cyndi
it.
Lauper did not give you a wowing performance?
No.
she was.
Since this movie, she has only ever played mediums.
Oh my gosh, is that true?
I don't
feel like
know.
It might
Was
be
she?
true.
Who was she in Bones?
A medium.
Ah!
That's so funny.
That's
I
hysterical.
responded as though I was shocked, like I didn't know the answer.
What about Mad About You? That's where she won her Emmy.
Medium. She was absolutely a psychic and Mad About
Really?
You.
Was she?
Wasn't she?
I don't remember.
She was not like a
I
tarot
loved
card
her in
reader or
that.
something?
Do not ask me.
Everybody loved her in that. She won the Emmy.
She won an Emmy. How many Emmys do you have, Karina?
I have 4.
Cyndi Lauper.
Cyndi Lauper.
It'll know. Mad About You.
I
God,
think
people
this,
don't even know how to
I think
spell
this movie
anymore.
is cursed for you guys.
It
is.
Yeah, absolutely. See,
I don't think you're gonna have any useful bits from
I'm
this.
more interested in the peanuts. And I
That's
start
true.
eating
I
them.
probably shouldn't have given you peanuts.
Well, I'm also concerned about all these. Why do they have the skins on it? It's so weird.
Because it's cheaper when you buy it with skins on them.
Yeah, because then they have to pay someone to take off the skin.
Yeah, I ain't about to pay
Ooh.
somebody for something that I can just eat.
Yeah. That white privilege is telling you.
Anyway, not the point. So
Anyway, they're in Ecuador.
are they still in Ecuador? Good God.
They've only just arrived, John.
Oh,
You want to look at my
jeez.
notes? They're
Your beats
they go
are long.
I'm telling you, this movie is cursed.
This movie is,
It is.
awful.
It's
Let's
cursed.
just
I
switch to
don't.
The Shining.
I don't think.
Just kidding, I've never seen it.
Oh my God, she
Me neither. We read the book though.
I tried. Oh
Yeah,
God, I hated
it was
it.
kind of a rough one. That's not this podcast.
Not
Yeah.
this one.
We're in Ecuador. They're giving the shirt. What's his name? Nicky D is like.
Are you sure you don't want to play the trivia game? And that could be your episode to come back.
And he was like, "Hello."
Maybe we should switch it up.
This guy is old, and he was like, "It's my adopted son. I am married
Midway
his
through the
mother."
episode.
And he
I
was like, "He's
trying
older than
so
you."
hard.
I am trying so hard. I just want us
You
to
really
finish.
are.
We're almost there.
Okay, well keep telling us what
Okay.
happens.
Okay.
And we won't interrupt you for the rest of it.
So is this how?
You're supposed to interrupt me. Go ahead.
Is this
Yeah,
how
but we
you are
can't-
wanting to do the format from going on from here? What am I saying?
Wait, now while we're recording?
Yeah.
Yes,
You have
this-
to edit this.
this
Anyway, this is a hot mess.
This is a mess, yeah. Yes, this is gonna
Poor
be the
John's
format
gonna be
going
doing a
on.
lot of
Okay.
editing.
For this one, we're gonna get this streamlined up. Because especially for this fucking movie. I really did enjoy this movie a
This
lot,
movie
but
is good.
it's just
Why?
it's weird
Can I ask why you want to change up the format
because we go on for too long.
with the other format?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, can you tell a difference? It's really just it's really just us. Where are we?
52 minutes?
Yeah, almost the
I
length
need
of
to
the
go
film.
to bed soon. So,
Well, you don't have to post the whole movie, but you don't edit.
I don't edit.
That's why. 'Cause I like your format that you have. Just as an outsider, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, how many... Oh, wait. Have you listened to any episodes that did not feature you?
No.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh my god, you really didn't?
No, I'm a
Oh.
bad fan.
I mean,
Or
technically,
friend.
friend.
Because you're not a fan of anyone but yourself.
I mean, I technically haven't listened to any without me either.
I have, because I've listened
That was
to...
a joke because I'm in all of them. What were you gonna say?
I was going to say I've listened to episodes of the Yeti Complex, so...
Yeah, but that's
Not
no
one
longer.
foot, yeah.
Anyway, whatever. So they go to Ecuador. They climb a mountain. I'm summarizing here.
Go ahead. I want to hear your
There's
beats.
some fighting.
Mm-hmm.
They
Oh,
find
there's
a
some
pyramid.
presumptions about sex.
What? I don't remember any of that.
Cindy Lauper is like, hey, I want to bone down with Jeffy Gold. And then Jeffy Gold is like, I don't want your pity sex. I know I'm a nerd and I'm really insecure about it. And then she's like, this is weird. Okay, like I still want to have sex with you. And he was like, goodbye. And then Harry
Belafonte.
Harry Belafonte was
I'm
like
gonna get him in there somehow. Harry Belafonte's in this movie.
he was like, you could have sex with me. And she was like, what good would
I
that do?
remember
Yeah.
that. I remember that because
And
that
he-
was funny.
He was like, it would have done me plenty. That's what he
He was
said.
funny.
Yeah. Is that Peter Falk?
Yeah, it's Peter
Oh,
Falk.
I like him. Yeah, he's good.
He was
He's
funny.
funny.
Mhm.
He was Columbo.
Yeah, and then
Where is he?
Jeff Goldblum goes on his walkabout and like has his whole pout session, but also like
His
finds
sexy
his
town.
own, like he
Those-
senses where the pyramid
Lost
structure
Cities.
is.
Oh,
The
didn't
Lost
he
City
find
of
out like did a
Gold.
little like a special effect that was really 80s?
Oh yeah.
All the special effects were really 80s.
Yeah,
So
it's
The
pretty
special effects look older than the movie.
Yeah.
They do.
It
They're
looked like they were
pulled these
drawn
out
on
of
the
silent
phone.
film.
film show. Seriously, it looked like Georges Méliès or something. It was ridiculous. Anyway,
Karen
get
is
it.
like, I'm out.
he was a silent filmmaker, the
Okay.
first one to do special effects.
Oh.
Yeah. You've definitely seen images from his films.
Or
You-
not,
you
because
have.
you're a Philistine.
Oh yeah, never mind.
I'm
You've
just gonna
never
go.
opened a book.
Yeah,
You've
good
never
luck.
watched a movie.
Yeah.
You've never watched a television.
Yeah, just meat and potatoes. That's all you like.
What's up?
You did have some peanuts earlier. It was great.
Slow digesting protein.
We shared some peanuts.
What is that?
Yeah. You...
Anyway,
so, yeah. So what's his name? Not Julian Sands. Not the Warlock. The other one. Googie Grass.
Guggenheim.
That can't be his name.
That's his name.
His name is Guggenheim from now on.
It's probably actually Guggenheim, but he goes by Googie.
Okay, well,
That's
Guggenheim.
not a joke. He goes by Googie. I made sure.
God, who cares? So what does he do? He shoots somebody. No, he stabs somebody.
There you
when
go.
He could have shot somebody
Yeah.
because he's an idiot.
But he was saving that bullet for
And then Jeff
intimidation.
Goldblum shot a gun
Called
up in
him,
the
you
air.
swine.
Oh yeah, he called him swine. Then he got the gun, the machine gun.
He got.
You're skipping a lot.
Yeah,
Oh, God.
they're
Who
captured by
cares?
the Warlock. They're captured by the Warlock, and
Oh,
they go
yeah,
up the
and-
mountain to find the special spooky pyramid.
Oh, that was I wanted to.
glows.
Okay, hold on. I wanted to bring up this little moment real quick because they get up to a certain point of the mountain, right?
Mhm.
And the tall warlock, he was like, "Oh, this must be the spot where he just sprung wings and flew to the place that we're looking for," because they couldn't figure out where to go, and they were literally standing next to the gigantic crevice in the mountain
That's
that
true.
led them to the thing, and they literally just started walking through.
Yeah,
and I was
they like
but-
didn't comment on it. They,
they
were like,
didn't comment on it. They
they
just
just walked
walked.
right through.
And I was like, so your big dramatic moment
It's not that
is
dramatic.
really not dramatic. And well, we're gonna get to it, but there's
No, keep
another moment that I loved later when he finally bites it because Cyndi Lauper's absorbing the pyramid shit and earthquake and everything.
Oh yeah, the first guy touches the pyramid, and the pyramid absorbs him.
Yes.
And
He
with
wasn't
Then
psychic.
Cindy absorbs some people into
well,
it. Well, not
yeah, no,
Cindy.
she holds on to it. She starts
Like, blah, blah, blah,
speaking
blah, 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 blah.
tongues, and
I swear she said
lightning
Monty
bolts.
Python. I swear to God,
She
the
probably
word
did.
Monty Python came out of her
She's
mouth.
probably a huge fan.
She was. She was like, Monty Python.
Monty Python. And then the lightning bolts are shooting out of her and killing all the locals.
The locals are dying.
Yeah. And
Anyway,
the white
so
people.
The
yeah.
white people are dying. Don't worry.
I have nothing
Why
to
did you
answer.
reassure
I do.
Karita?
Have you ever watched that documentary about?
White people dying?
No, they should.
Joker?
No.
What is that?
Oh God, I can't remember the name of it. It was really serious.
Was it recent?
No, it was like
Oh.
90s or something. I don't know.
That's recent.
God, my sidetracks are
30
terrible.
years.
I can't remember a goddamn thing.
Perfect.
It was about the civil rights movement, and it was
Who?
long. It was on PBS. And every time I watched it, and I'd have to go to Starbucks and serve a bunch of white people, I was like, I hate all of you. You're horrible. Because it made me so angry. White people are horrified.
Well, they're also like bad people. Like as I stare Karina in the eyes.
Anyway, so the Warlock dude, who's
Mhm.
naked in another movie, but not this one, he
Yeah, we just remember
is
him
running
naked.
around trying to like, oh my God, I'm dodging all the statues that are falling at me.
Oh yeah, and
And
all the rocks are falling
They're
and
falling
killing
everywhere.
other people who see it.
Definitely, but no,
Blatantly.
and that's the thing. So this Warlock dude, he's like, he sees a gigantic head about to fall, right
He just
where he
stands there and
is,
stares at it?
and there's a doorway next to him, just like he didn't see the doorway before. Maybe it's a doorway thing. He doesn't see them. So,
Maybe he's like a
He's like-
vampire, but
he's
like
Yes,
he
he
can't
invited.
get invited in.
so he is a warlock. Maybe there's rules. So anyway, so he looks through the doorway, and he could have just stood in the doorway and not gotten killed, but instead he literally jumps into the path of the falling rock, like looks at it as it's coming down towards him.
What a big dumb
Like,
dumb.
you're a fucking idiot. Stay in the doorway, you piece of shit.
Well-
You should be dead.
This escalated quickly.
White dude. Anyway,
To be fair, he is very fair skinned.
he's very white.
What does that have to do with anything?
Luckily, Cindy lives through it. She is white.
She's also very fair skinned.
Very fair. She's
Literally
the
everyone
whitest
in this
person in this
movie
movie.
is white except for Juan, and he died in the beginning.
No, there was another guy.
There were a bunch of locals, but like
He
the
got
other
no
people were
names.
from Sweden.
No, the dude that Cindy almost hooks up with, and
Not
Jeff
Steve
Gold.
Buscemi.
No, when they were at the hotel in Ecuador, he is a famous Spanish actor.
There you go.
Can't remember his name. Don't quiz me, but his face is very familiar.
We skipped over that part where like Cyndi Lauper and Jeff Goldblum had like a flirtatious thing at the hotel where they were like, "We're leaving."
Do you know why we skipped it? Because it was confusing and it was pointless.
It was them.
It was like just
it was
back
their-
and forth in hotel rooms for no reason.
What
and
it was
I thought
is
that was the end.
the
of the movie.
writer's attempt at the refusal of the call. You know what I mean? Where they're like, "We're just gonna go home because this Harry Belafonte
Well, that's
lied
another
to
thing.
us."
There was so much ridiculous time in this movie that was not needed. This could have been
you
a
know what the
lot
part that
shorter.
was needed though?
What?
All right, wait. So Juan was absorbed by the pyramid, the Chloe pyramid.
You know way too many names.
But they said his name in the beginning. They kept saying Juan. But Harry
Like Juan
Belafonte's
Valdez?
friend
Was that coffee? Was that coffee? Juan Valdez?
You're losing me.
Beaks.
I don't. Never mind. Keep going.
So Harry Belafonte's friend that they were trying to search for, his like quote unquote son, he also touched the pyramid, or he's not, or is he Juan? But he like got into a vegetative state. He's in the hospital in Ecuador.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Yeah, they go to visit him.
Wasn't there
they try
like
to
something
connect with
funny
him.
about that? Oh yeah, she was stiff as a board or something. I had to carry her out, didn't they?
Yeah,
That
so
was
they're
funny.
there. They were trying to connect with them. Louise
there's
was
some
trying
funny
to
moments
connect
in
with the he's like vegetative, and so they're trying to get answers through Louise, through him, or what have you. And then they go to leave, and they run into Googie Grass. And
You and that goddamn. Who gives a shit about this guy?
oh, what do you
He's
want me to
awful.
call him?
He's
What do you
one
want
of
to
the
identify him?
One of the bigger characters.
He's the only other psychic.
Well, you should call him Guggenheim. I told you before.
I'm not gonna call him Guggenheim because he prefers Googie.
It says Googie.
Oh my god.
Thank you.
Googy.
Why don't you go Google yourself,
I'm gonna
Googie?
What?
Anyway, he holds a gun to them, and then
Yeah,
Cyndi
after
Lauper
stabbing someone, by the way.
is before he stabs somebody.
It
They're
was
in the
after.
hospital. They're in
Oh
civilization
god,
right
we're back
now.
there.
Yes,
I thought
he
we
holds a
moved on.
gun
We're
to
already
them,
in Ecuador.
and then they're in the hospital in Ecuador. What are you talking
That was in
about?
New York.
The hospital's in Ecuador.
That was in New York. Who cares? Keep going.
And
Get to the end of the movie.
I'm talking about your fucking stiff as a board, fucking poor man.
Yeah, I just told them about it. And it was
Did you,
great
what? She was stiff as a board. Why?
because it was funny.
She was astral projecting, and Cyndi Lauper in the film.
This is an audio podcast.
And then I
So
want
you shaking your head in agreement. I'm sorry, nodding your head in agreement is not
With
something
me.
you should do.
yes, just for the record.
I would like the record to show.
That Karina was
Let
nodding her
the
head
record
for once
reflect.
in agreement with me.
I can't
Yeah, I remember
believe
the astral projection stuff because it reminded me of Charmed.
No, what happened was I remembered. I was like, oh my goodness, she's a good singer. And I was like, oh wait, that's what Cyndi Lauper's known for. Her voice. She started singing that Swedish song that
Oh,
his
yeah.
mother sang. She
Glockenschleim.
or whatever it was. And I was like, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Cindy, you should
'cause she's
sing.
I own all her albums.
All of them? How many are there?
God, don't make me do that. I don't know a bunch. I don't know her as well as I know Madonna or Prince. You know what? I don't know how many albums Madonna has. I'd have to count.
I bet it's 12.
Now you're going to make me want to know.
It's 12. Cyndi Lauper has 6. And
No, she has
Prince
more
has
than 6.
4.
Prince has like 36.
3? Oh.
Dang it.
So,
Anyway.
back to the climax. Everyone's dying.
Nah,
Cyndi
the
Lauper.
climax. I'm not even drunk.
We just made that a dirty joke.
Anyway, back to the climax. Which we
Go
are
and giggle at
so
yourself.
trying to get through. I'm faking it.
I hate this. I hate every moment. Every moment. Karina, do you have anything?
Add your 2 cents.
I didn't like the movie. I wanted to give up 30 minutes in.
And you gave up 30 minutes till the end?
Yeah.
That was not
to
30
be
minutes,
fair-
that was like 40.
To be fair, I fell asleep. I didn't do it on purpose. I just fell asleep. And I was like,
Those
I'm
are the
done.
best
This is it.
kind of naps.
This is it. This is all Ashley's getting out of me. But yeah. It was a waste of 2 hours I'll never get back.
First of all, it's only 90 minutes.
And you slept through part of it, so not even that much.
Yeah.
A waste of an hour I'll never get back.
You are the worst. No, everybody dies. Louise is dead. Her spirit guide.
her
Did she
spirit
die?
guide, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what they
Yeah.
imply in the end?
Well, that's how
Ye-
they say she saved Cindy, right?
Yeah. She saved Sylvia
sacrificed
because.
herself,
Yeah. So when she's talking in tongues.
And then Harry becomes her spirit guide.
Yeah, but Harry becomes her spirit guide, or she learns that Harry's her spirit guide.
While they're trying to bone down, what a creep.
Yeah,
This movie
like
made me
Harry, get
uncomfortable.
out! You're so problematic.
He is.
Now, in that situation, would he?
Would it be a 3-way?
I mean, yeah, but like
Only
would
if he was emotionally involved.
Would he
Otherwise,
be like
it's like
in
a
Cindy's
cuckold.
body, so he'd be getting boned by Jeff Goldblum?
Is he
He'd have
in
some
Cindy's
Jeffy cock
body?
in
Only
there.
if she's like astral
Yeah.
projecting. Because Louise was like not in her. She was just parallel to her talking at her.
Didn't she possess her at some point?
Yeah, when she died.
Oh, well, whatever.
But no, she was possessed by
Well, you know,
Googie's
I bet
mom.
you Harry would want to experience that, and he would do it, and
100%, which is why it's problematic that he's her new spirit guide.
yeah, he's like, I wanna feel Jeffy's cock.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's got very.
I did not.
graphic. I said it a minute ago, but nobody heard me.
Were you talking about Harry or were you talking about yourself?
The cock. What? I just wanted to say that.
Alright. Karina, how many stars out of 25?
Oh my God! No, not 25.
Alright, 32. How many stars out
That's 30 stars.
I don't understand what you want from me. How many's in a Michelin?
A Michelin guide. That's like 5.
Alright.
5 out of 5.
Out of 1 to 10?
1 to 10.
No points.
What?
No
what the
halves.
fuck is happening right now? How many stars is she supposed to
How
have
many solid
available?
stars? Do you
No,
think?
how many stars is
What
in the
point?
lineup?
How many toes
What the
do you
fuck?
give? How many toes?
Oh, footsies! Oh, that's funny! Oh, I love it. So it's 10.
How many toes?
Yeah.
How many toes?
I'll give it 3 toes.
3
Out
toes?
of 10.
You can't even balance. You can't stand upright with 3
Neither
toes.
can- and this movie can't stand. Okay.
Oh, this movie can't stand on its own 2 feet. It's got 1 foot slightly on the ground. How many do you give it?
I would say I had fun. It was a fun movie for
It was a
me.
romp.
Was it?
It was a
Yeah,
romp.
I really
romp?
I really enjoyed the little lines. I loved Cyndi Lauper calling him Stretch, which, by the way, Jeff Goldblum. Well, it wasn't supposed to be Jeff Goldblum. Who was it supposed to be? It was somebody a bit more famous than him, but they dropped out when they put Cyndi Lauper in the role.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, oh,
Totally
my goodness,
rude.
who
Or
was
maybe he
that?
read the script and was like,
He's like, well, okay, wait a minute now. To be fair, this is the 80s, and there's a lot of bad movies in the 80s. I mean, did you ever see that one Shanghai Surprise with Madonna and Sean Penn?
No.
Pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Although,
It was
not
Dan
as-
Aykroyd. Dan Aykroyd was like, no thank you.
You know what? Jeff Goldblum was much better.
I agree.
Yeah, I prefer Jeffy.
Yeah, but him.
I mean, I
but,
like Dan Aykroyd,
But
not
Jeffy and
for that.
Cindy did not get along on
Like,
set.
I feel like
really?
Yeah,
Dan
so
Aykroyd would have been a better Peter Falk character.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Why didn't they get along?
I
Yeah,
don't
why
know, but I think that like her calling him Stretch and like all those names in the movie were kind of like little jabs that she
You
was
think?
giving him.
Ad-libs?
Yeah. Well,
Oh.
he was supposed to be shorter than her in the
Well,
film,
he's
so
not.
she was supposed to like make comments like that, but she just kept she just kept poking fun at his side. But I don't know why exactly they didn't get along. They just
I'm gonna need to
didn't.
know.
They didn't vibe.
Do you know what's funny? Like, this makes me think about the commentary for The Goonies. Did you ever see that with commentary?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's got all the kids. And Sean Astin, none of them were, like, they were all pissed because he was in The Hobbit, or not The Hobbit, was it?
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. He was in those movies, and it was like a big deal at the time. Like, at the time that they recorded, he was still on call for reshoots
Mm-hmm.
for the Lord of the Rings.
So he was like in
What
New
is-
Zealand or whatever.
Yeah, well, no, he was.
During the
I can't
Goonies?
remember. No, when they were
During
doing
the recording of the
commentary.
commentary.
Recording the
Oh,
commentary.
they did it later.
They were adults. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was
So-
like, those did not come out anywhere
No,
near each
no.
other. How is he still on
So-
top?
It took a long time to make those movies.
Could you imagine Sean trying to reprise his role years later, doing the truffle shuffle as a grown man?
That's not him.
It's not him, no. But I was
Oh,
talking
I
about the
get it
cast,
now.
the
Okay,
whole
never mind.
cast.
No.
Oh
Oh,
my
that
God.
guy was hot though. Did you? Woo, jeez.
In the commentary, do they show them?
Yeah.
Oh,
They
is
have,
that
like,
just their audio?
it has like a little
With
video
windows?
pop up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
The little-
So anyway, but my favorite thing was that Sean Astin, they kept cutting him off because they were really jealous of his
Because then he was
huge
on,
movie that he
that's
was
funny.
in. So they kept cutting him off, and at one point he wanted to say, because they were talking about the Cyndi Lauper video, because they were in the video,
Yeah.
and it was all filmed on the sets and everything. So, and it was one of those dumb '80s videos where it has a plot, and it's
A
really
Hole
dumb.
in My
it's long.
Heart
No.
is the same.
Oh, does it have a video?
It
like that?
starts off in vibes, and it starts off with the scene where Peter Falk is in her apartment, and she's like, "Oh yeah, you're gonna ask me to do something really weird," and it goes, and they're like running around,
Oh,
just
in the-
like in Good
in the-
Enough. They're
okay,
like running
yeah.
around,
But
and
it was
like there's
one
like
of
a
those
TV.
long videos where it was like it had a plot and they were running from something and it was stupid. Anyway, and Sean
video.
Astin wanted to say, like, he's like, I really want to say something about Cyndi Lauper, and like if she ever hears this, I want her to hear this, and they never let him say what it was, and then he got called to go back to film for The Lord of the Rings, so he actually had to leave the recording session, and I still don't know what it was. I was like, I
That's
want to
so
know what you were
funny.
gonna say.
Why don't you tweet him?
I think I should.
Yeah,
I
why
wonder
not?
what else I would do.
100%. Between them from 1 foot.
Oh my god, then he'll start listening. Like,
Yeah,
we said
and
anything?
then maybe
We never said anything.
maybe
bad
Sean
about him.
Astin can be a guest star for
Oh yeah.
something
Goonies!
else. For the Goonies.
Who's he gonna come into your apartment?
100%. I'll get him a special seat. He can sit on this yoga ball.
There you go. There you
You
go.
have to turn
Sean
on the
Astin,
air.
you have your pick of any cajon.
And meanwhile, all the people that you told are like outside on the porch. Like,
Oh my god. Pick up your phone.
There are seats. You sit on them to play them.
oh my gosh. So anyway, so I always wondered what he. Yeah. So anyway, that was just a little side note
That was fun.
about
What a
Cyndi
fun fact.
Lauper and Sean Astin. I like him.
I like Cyndi
BTW,
Lauper.
Sean, out there, since you're listening.
No, you're
like
hearing
you.
this.
You're great. You were great in that Stranger Things show too. That was fun.
Oh, he was. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
think he
died.
was
That's
because he's
horrible.
dead,
Who
quote
is he?
unquote. He's the
He
Oh,
was
he's the boyfriend, right?
yeah,
That was awful. I was so
What was
mad.
his name? Steve? No.
Sean Astin? I
not
don't know.
dad.
No, it wasn't that.
I'm terrible at this. This is me. Sean Astin.
Steve was the one with the long hair, with
like
helmet
Winona
hair.
Ryder.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the mom.
yeah.
So she was Winona Ryder.
Oh, he was so great. I loved his character.
Yeah, he was a nice guy.
Yeah, I liked it.
Can't remember his name though.
Wow.
You did great.
Anyway,
Wow.
so, how many foots did you give it?
Toes.
Toes.
How many toes?
Well, I had a good
Oh.
time.
That's where we
So
sucked.
I'm giving it 6 toesies.
Get the fuck.
You're getting it 6 toes?
I hate that I chose toes.
I kind of love it.
Now you have to commit to it.
Yeah, no, I have to commit to it. Yeah,
That's all
3 and-
you.
3 and 3. It's a little bit shaky, but you know, I'm still trying, still having a good time.
I would give it. Do I have to have solid, or can I give it half toes?
You can't give it half toes,
Like a
John.
toenail?
No, you can't give it.
I hated that.
Some toe jam.
Toe jam I'll accept as like
Not the fuck.
like the crema, the crema of the toe.
I would give it. If it's out of 10, I'd give it 5.
That's a 1 foot.
That's
That's
a
one
solid
foot.
foot.
Solid on the ground. 1 foot.
Mm-hmm. Nailed it.
Nailed it. The other foot is up on the sofa because you are disgusting.
That's right. We don't want any of
I
that
don't need that
suggestion.
disgusting, salacious material in this podcast.
This
Anyway,
is a perfectly
so
clean
I feel
podcast.
so drunk and I didn't drink anything. Maybe
Got
it's
it.
just
I want
vibes.
people.
the vibes.
It's just the vibes.
Good callback.
Can we take a picture like this so people can put their hands against our hands and feel the vibes?
Oh, we
hate
should.
That's the marketing
It's-
poster they had.
In
It's
fact,
Cindy,
one
it's
of the
Cyndi
old-
Lauper and Jeff Goldblum.
One of the commercials. This is what I remember. This when it came out. Is like it was on your television, obviously. to
On my
advertise.
television.
It was on everybody's television. But she
Not
actually
on
would
mine.
put her hands up on there. She's like, "You gotta go see Vibes," and she'd have her hands up on the screen. I don't remember exactly, but that was the commercial for the movie.
It wasn't on my TV.
Probably not, because you probably weren't even born yet.
I was not.
No. God, she's Wait a minute. What year were you born?
91.
Ah, for fuck's sake. Oh, well, I was
Okay.
going to movies in the theater.
And play Hot
In the
Tub.
theater.
Dieta.
When was the Addams Family?
Which one?
Addams Family Values, Karina. When was that one?
That was
What?
93?
Are you talking about the
94?
Christina Ricci one?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Is there a different
the good
one?
ones.
Black and white ones.
Well, that's a show.
Yeah, we're talking about the features.
Feature films. Well, I'm only saying it because
It was early
It was
90s for
Addams
sure.
Family Values, the second one that it was the first movie that I went to see alone. I wanted to go see it, so I went and saw it. By myself.
So, Addams Family Values was 1993.
Oh,
The Addams Family was at the reunion was 98.
No, I'm not into all that.
The reunion was the one
If it
with
doesn't have Angelica
Thanksgiving,
Houston,
right?
it's not a movie.
That one did have Angelica Houston.
It did not.
Hold on,
She was
let me
only in
zoom.
2.
Oh, I thought that
I
was the
remember
second
her in
one.
Witches, and I was scared.
We covered that in a podcast episode that you never listened to.
Yeah,
No, I
we
know.
talked about witches.
I know.
I love that.
Oh,
movie.
do you?
Yeah.
Tell.
I think you might have told me. Not because I've heard it. I think you told me.
She never listened to it because she wasn't in it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna put audio clips of you in all of our episodes, and then
Just me laughing.
Oh my god, I'm totally gonna do that. So
Wait, you were in 9 to 5.
Oh yeah, you
Oh,
were.
so then that's where it was then.
There was the
No,
beginning.
when did you talk about witches?
When
No,
we
you weren't
recorded
there.
a podcast for it.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just saying you should have
For the
listened
movie?
to it.
You did the movie.
We did the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's not making me feel bad. I know.
Get a good clear laugh real quick.
3, 2.
I can't do that. I hate you both of you.
That's gonna be it.
Just me saying I hate you.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So like, subscribe, review.
Oh yeah, do those.
Email us at onefootpodcast@gmail.com.
Please, somebody, anybody?
Follow, subscribe, comment, do stuff to social medias at One Foot Podcast or on Facebook at One Foot on the Ground. Is that right?
Give them some ideas of what movies to do next.
Otherwise, we're just gonna
Please.
keep doing vibes.
We're just gonna do vibes all the time.
Because we really like it, but we don't know why.
Yeah, we really don't. I have no explanation for
This is
why.
good
I think it's just because I
vibes.
like Jeff Goldblum and I like Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
I think that's literally the only reason I like this.
I really like the singing part, but I guess I can get Cyndi Lauper singing like anywhere else.
Pretty much. She's got a lot of albums that I have.
Man, she plays mediums in other things. Other than Bones, I can't name what. She's kind of been a medium in other things. Other than Bones and Vibes. What
Well,
else
she
was
was-
there? Was it not
She
Mad About
was
You?
medium quality in everything except her Emmy-winning performance.
Medium
No.
quality.
I'm sort of kidding. So, no, I love her. She's great. She's adorable. And she's
What
good.
would you recommend if you like Vibes?
Oh, I never gave my. Oh, yeah, I gave my foots. I mean, my toes. What would I recommend? I would
10
recommend
feet is too many.
not watching this again. I would recommend. Oh, what did I recommend? Did we do that last time? We didn't do that last time.
I would recommend Pennsylvania. No, wait. Transylvania 65000.
Is that a Jeffy?
It's Jeffy Goldblum.
And Gina?
Gina Davis, look at you.
I only know that because of you. I never saw it.
And Linda,
Bloodworth?
no, Carol Kane. Carol Kane's also in it.
I like her.
I like her too.
I would recommend another bad 80s movie. I would say Shanghai Surprise with Madonna and Sean Penn.
Really?
It is dreadfully fantastic.
Do you have a movie? to
And
recommend?
she
I would recommend anything other than this.
Name a specific title.
Anywhere But Here, Natalie Portman.
Or
If
you might
want
be
a good
confusing
cheesy
that
movie,
with
Starship Troopers.
You can't recommend the same movie over and over and over.
They're great movies.
it's Karina's favorite movie. Did you know that?
I know. Is that really your recommendation?
No, I don't know.
That's okay, Karina. You're a
I didn't know I
Philistine,
was
and
gonna-
everyone knows it.
Yeah.
If you had listened to any episodes, you would know that we do this at the end of every single
We've
one.
never done this in any of the ones I've done with you.
Oh well, we saved
I've
it
done
for
3 with you and never have done this.
we saved it for this.
I'm like, is
No,
this,
we actually
in my
do.
head, I'm like, is this new that they're doing? What is this?
Yeah, John sprung it on me like a while ago.
We've been doing it for a while, but I can't remember where we started it.
A Goofy movie?
Love that movie.
Oh, we
We
did an
did it- we
episode
did an
on
episode
it.
I know, I saw it. I liked it on Instagram. I give you some engagement on social media. Give me a break.
You give us no
Jeez
comments.
Louise. Yeah, but
I
that's
liked
not
it.
listenership. You're one of those one-time listeners that got dropped off on my little chart. Like no engagement. Which there is a chart for that.
You know what?
Anyway, so whatever.
Bye-bye.
So, bye. Have a. Oh, jeez, Louise.